Hello, Year 2, and happy Friday. You are joining me for the final English lesson of the week, where we will be completing our setting description that we have been working very hard on this week. Now, to start us off today, I have got just a little bit of handwriting practice up on the board for you. Now, these are three of the words that we were practicing in our spelling yesterday. They should all be familiar to you. Now, as you can see, I have put the guidelines on there just to show you which of those letters should be ascenders, which should be descenders. And then as you can see, these grey lines show that each of these letters need to be the same height. So you've got grass, early, and beautiful. So I'd like to pause the screen now and have a go at writing those in your most beautiful handwriting. Okay, so as I said then, today is the final day that we are going to be working on our setting descriptions. So, as I've said the last couple of days, do make sure that you have got your word bank to hand, as today we will be thinking about the stream. Now, I was particularly drawn to this picture when I was choosing, because I really like these big rocks and these big boulders that create all of these different ripples in the water. So that could be definitely something which you think about today when you are writing. So I am going to share with you one that I've done already. Now, before starting this, just like yesterday, I made sure that I read my one about the bridge that I did already. Then I had a good read through the one about the fields, make sure that it all flows nicely into each other. Now, just like yesterday, you don't need to worry about your date and learning intention today because you will be carrying on. So as you can see, I've put the stream and then I've underlined that as my little heading as well. So let me read this to you now. Beneath the ancient bridge is a rushing stream that travels far into the distance. The strong current carries the crystal clear water. Large, smooth rocks rise out of the water, which makes it chop and splash. As the sun rises above the hilltops, the winding waters glisten like diamonds. Okay, so that's my one, just 3 sentences there, but they are quite longer. They are quite long, so you could maybe have a think about writing a few more today, okay? Now, as you can see, just like yesterday, I've tried to be really descriptive with my writing and use that show, not tell method that we were thinking about on Wednesday, okay? So I have said things like the ancient bridge. I've described this stream as rushing, which was one of the words from my word bank, which I created. I've described the strong current. Okay, so the current in the water is what makes the water keep flowing. So if it's got a strong current, that means that it's going to be flowing really fast. I've used alliteration again because I've described the water as crystal clear. Okay, so it's really clear. It's not mucky water or dirty water. It's really clear, so you can see all of the floor of the stream and everything inside. I've spoken about the large, smooth rocks that rise out of the water. And then they make the water chop and splash so as they crash into it. And then I've spoken about the sun rising up over the hilltops and making the water glisten, which I'm sure you have seen before. So those are just some of my ideas, but just like I said yesterday and the day before, you are more than welcome to be really creative with this and use all of your ideas. Again, have a good look at this picture, okay? Because you might even think about some of the creatures that you can imagine in those waters. You might have some little frogs in your water. You might be able to see some small fish in your water, okay? Remember, we are using our words to really create a picture in the reader's mind. Okay, so we're using all of that descriptive vocabulary to really create a picture in that person's mind so they can imagine it, they can listen to it and feel like they're literally there, stood looking at the stream. And once you've finished, we will have a full setting description that we have been working on so hard this week. And we will have described the bridge, the fields, and the stream. So we'll be able to give our reader a really good idea of where our story is going to be set. Then when we get on to the writing stage next week, when we're thinking about writing our Billy Goat's Gruff story, you can really start to pick out some of those words and those adjectives you've been using and put them into your story to really strengthen your stories next week. Now, I hope you get on well with this, and I can't wait to read them, and I can't wait to see them, and I know Miss Broadbent feels exactly the same. Do send them across to us on the Year 2 email addresses, and I hope that you all have a lovely rest of your day. I look forward to hearing from you all. Speak to you soon. Bye.